L-Manji, light of peace to all. Thank you very much for joining today. My name is TK Nakagaki. I'm a freelance Buddhist priest in New York City. Welcome to this program. If you have been attending this program or watching this program, I would change a little format. Normally, I will begin with a little meditation parts and then go into the talk. But then recently, I was told maybe it would be better to have explanation first, and then towards the end of the show, a program, then let people do the meditate so that they can keep in their mind to the words that I explain. Yeah, so what I'm doing so far is reading the Metta Sutta. Metta is a loving kindness, and so that's the Buddha's discourse about the loving kindness meditation. And this meditation has been used for various Buddhist groups, especially Theravada tradition, but this is a base of understanding of compassion. And when we talk about hewa, the peace, the compassion is the very, very important. So how you develop, how you cultivate the mind of compassion is the one that we talk about here. And so that's why I wanted to spend a little bit slower, and then each words that I try to explain how important each words are. Let me start reading Metta meditation. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straight, and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited. I actually talked about two parts before. One is be able, ability, and second one is the one to say, what do you call it, upright. And so today, the third one, which is to straight or right, to the right path, right way. Okay. So today I draw this one. The words that today's wisdom is called Shodo, right path. And so the words right path is actually very important. Right. What is the right path? There are 8 right paths in the Buddhism. So when we talk about first one is called right view. So which means we need to have the right kind of view to see things, right? Because if you recognize, first we see through the eyes and objects and so forth. So and then we try to understand based upon our view. And so right view is very important. So then what does that mean? The right view means really like understanding everything from the interconnectedness. So everything has cause and conditions and then effects. Well, so basically life is impermanent because of that. Everything's cause and effect. So whatever it happens that, become a cause of results. So things are moving constantly moving and changing, right? So that's the way we live. And that's the world that we should recognize. Changing nature we see everywhere. So all the life form has a birth and then growing and getting old and gone, right? Then back again to the other generations and so forth. Right thoughts. So right view and then right thoughts. So after you recognize things and then you sort of understand and to start thinking and then right what they are that you recognize. So And then thoughts are kind of connected to what kind of thought is good. Well, good thoughts is free from greed, anger, hate, and ignorance. So, or selfishness. Then the third one is right word. Okay, right words. So we use the word, right? So um, so based upon all those viewing, understanding. So when you express, you use the right kind of words. So which means you don't want to lie about what you're talking about. You don't want to delude people by the words, and don't want to overpraise or also even blame, put them down, and and then sometimes people start talking behind the back. Okay, so all those things. So those are bringing the unhappiness, and so we wanted to have right kind of words bring happiness to people and bring the closer to the truth. Have a right type of words that keep everybody happy, yourself and the others. So number 4 is right conduct, or right karma is just translated. And so right karma means create the actions. So right kind of action you wanted to create. So it's the same following your thoughts, meaning free from anger. So you don't want to kill, right? By the body. And well, for maybe it's follow the thoughts and follow the words too. And then, you just shout it and just get angry and stuff like that. But then at the same time, when it comes to the uh, action, or again the karma actions, then you want it to be the right kind of action, not wrong one. And again, the right one bring happiness and peace, and then the wrong one bring more suffering, more difficulties. So actually, this is sort of related to the precepts, right? Precept is try to control. So right uh, action is a fifth one. Yeah, fifth one is right life or living, like living. Yeah. So which means your living is also, based upon that. Sometimes you live your life with stealing people's stuff. That's no good, right? So if you once you understand that's not the right things to do, so you stop violence, stealing, killing, and all those things. So that's the way of our life, right? So in that case, we don't have to hurt anybody, actually. So the sixth one is the right efforts. So yeah, you just need to make efforts to improve yourself, getting closer to the good, right? And then avoid the bad or evil things. So you always try to go to the one that to help or to do the right actions or walking the right path or making a right efforts to do this. And so, yeah, wrong effort could be, okay, you're talking about stealing something, then you make great efforts to stealing and those money comes and then you make you make the living out of it. But that's not good. And then you make efforts to more skillful to be a good stealer or something like that. That's not the case, of course. So instead, yeah, you just make a great efforts to bring peace to everyone. Seventh one is right mindfulness, actually. So we talk about mindfulness nowadays, many parts. So that originally means is sama sati, Sati means waking up. So be aware. Yeah. So being mindful, being aware is mindfulness. So that's how you want to be aware of yourself, and then how you want to be aware of the around things around you or your bodies and so forth. So be mindful of those. So right mindfulness is very important. And then the eighth one is basically samadhi. Yeah, right samadhi. So right kind of concentration. Um, so the samadhi, so just focusing single pointed, or well, in a way, single pointedness. So you focus that, or maybe it could be a breath. Just focus on that particular, not to be like a mindful meditation. You just go all over the place, but yet present moment. Yeah. But then the this meditation so-called is we focus on single pointed awareness. So just focus on one thing. Everything else, let it go. So those are eight right path. The eightfold path is the way to be enlightened, basically. So today we have a sun and sky, everything. So I'm using the Okinawa photo from Okinawa in Japan, and since I went last year. And so, yeah, it was very nice and quiet. So I took a nice photo of me. Yeah, very pretty for the nature. So I think, it's important to keep the nature and the environment as much as we can. And so that self, and also our mind should be, no poison too. So try to clean our mind and also our atmosphere, the conditions that we live. But anyway, so again, thank you. Have a good week for you. Thank you. 無都合難無衆上小異国社会秩序を症状始終小異社会部国事務所者従業不上従実法語者小物如来海軍三難無量十部水人空毒が水小衆上文語名号神前願義内世知内自身へ高願小異国速読往生十大天友情五百秘宝消防願わくはこの不徳をもって平等に一切に施し同じく菩提心を起こして安楽国に往生せん。南無帰依仏南無帰依法南無帰依僧南無